Alright guys, I lost the footage on that crap. I gotta make sure I didn't lose the footage. I have the footage, but I'm only using one monitor right now. I use the other monitor and stuff like that because I work on my computers on my desk and stuff. I do liaison work. But I have a separate computer on here. I just use this one monitor for gaming and recording. So I didn't know that I wasn't recording me yapping like a donkey. I know I can just voice over it and just talk over it, but I haven't done that, and I don't want to test that on the final goodbye of this world. We went through, we got mechanism done, set that up right here, immediately tore it down because I don't like that mod at all. It's not... I mean, I'm sure it's a fun mod. I'm sure it's good to get into. I just think it's more complicated than it needs to be. Basically, I would prefer to just have all of these little different variants. I got to take this piece, and I'd prefer to go through it and just make one big block, one big piece, or a multi-block piece, and just attach a 3 by 3 by 3, just a big thing like that, and then I can click on the interface and I can interface what I want it to do. I can click on it and be like, hey, I need this gas, and it'd be like, hey, I need this product, and it's simple. And I can even place stuff inside of it, like my tanks and stuff like that. Like I can have a tank for gas, I can have a tank for liquid, I can place big tanks in there with it for the multi-block, and it'll hold all of that. And then I just tell it, hey, I need you to pull from this one. Simple stuff. Nothing overly complex. Just like putting stuff in here, hey, I need you to go faster type of stuff. It's not a big deal. It doesn't need to be 100 of them spread out across 40 yards because you can't figure out how to get this gas out of there because this wand isn't working, you know. And then I end up with two, what are they, the PRC, these piece of junks. I end up with two of those because I got some gas stuck in the wrong chamber, and now I can't get that gas out. And they're like, use the wand, and the wand doesn't work. No, I'm good. No, thank you. I can put it in easy, but I can't just flip a switch and reverse the flow. So, no, I'm not going to get into that. I don't like it, and that's why I don't like it, because that makes no sense. But we're at the end here. We got a couple of different things that I'd like to do different. The next one is make 2 of these instead of one big one with 4. I'd like to have one sheet, because that's all we needed on one of them, and just do 2 processors, one above and one below, and then build another one next to it, one above and one below. I don't know that I needed all this extrusion and importers and stuff like that, the export and imports. I don't know that I actually need those on there. I just put them on there because, well, why not? Maybe it'll help it. Maybe it'll go faster. Maybe I didn't need it at all. We did get lucky with everything on here. The chickens and stuff was all pretty smooth going through. This ended up being pretty smooth, just having this in the corner. I never did switch any of that around and fully decorate, which would have kind of been cool if we did, but even having just the little bits that we have, oh, sorry, needed a drink. But even having the little bits, I mean, I could still go back and do, yeah, we could still do quite a few of those. But that's the reason why I don't really want to do this, because this kind of deters from that, and I don't always like doing that. Usually I never like doing that, but I was thinking maybe we can go, I never showed you that. I just have that draining out of that drum up there, coming down and going right directly into here. But I never liked having that in StoneBlock 1. It might be a little bit better in StoneBlock 2. Maybe we can kind of build the world around the idea that we're going to have the transmutation, and maybe just push to go straight forward as fast as we can. try to do a straight shot to it is what I mean to getting it. That way we can get it as early game as possible, and then it would still have a really big use, and then we can hopefully do more decorating, bigger builds. There's gadgets and stuff, all that stuff came. Yeah, see, and the building gadgets and stuff. Warning, this tool avoids blocks. Build to me. But we can go through the building gadget, the exchanging gadgets, the copy pastas, stuff like that. I don't think I'll do the copy pasta because I'm not going to do another world and all that. I work a full-time job. I ain't got time for that. I would like to be able to take that kind of time, but for right now, we're just going to work on doing stuff like that. Maybe we'll just change out some ugly and make it with something. Well, this is also ugly, but we can do it to where this is our living area and get rid of stuff like this in it in the next one. And the machines, maybe we can still set it up like that and have our machines in there. But I would kind of like to do a long room like we have here, not this wide, and put our storage stuff, our machine stuff, so we can push and pull from things a little bit more efficiently, and then have our crops and stuff like that on the other side of the room that's just a little bit closer. And then we can do maybe do an upstairs or something like that in the next one, but set it up for this. That way when it's time we can knock a big section out and then do, because we should have, I mean, there should be builders and stuff in both of these. Yeah, we can cut a whole big section out with the builder. We can do like a big kind of structure in there, or just do a floor plan with just the blocks and move them around as we need, and then just switch them over like we did in here and turn it into ceiling tiles, floor tiles, and then figure out what we want to do for the walls. I'm more excited to decorate big like that with Create though than I'm kind of wanting this to feel blocky and stony style in the next one, but the third one, no, I want to go hard on Create. But it's going to be an adventure, and I look forward to jumping into that one. It's good to say goodbye to this world. I'm going to keep the world for now, but it's good to say goodbye for now, and then just kind of move on to the next project. I don't think I left anything undone or unchecked in here. Went from these little baby ones all the way to the big ones, and did all that without this, so that's good. But maybe next we can evolve straight into this as fast as we can. Get a little bit better and more clean mob farm. I mean, I like this one. I never did. I should have placed this right here, to where it was right here and doing its thing, spitting those directly into the adjacent block, or had it set in here, or even had it setting at the end of here doing it. That way we could have finished filling this in and it would have just been a nice wall instead of that. Maybe not. Maybe it still wouldn't have looked all that good. I just put that on there, didn't I? Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, that would have been... Really? That would have been just fine. I think that would have been a good looking scenario. And then that would have just been the wall there. And then I did keep this in case we needed it. We never did end up needing it because I didn't go that ham with it. So I could have built something across here and just left and made this a little nicer instead of like that. I think it'd have been alright, eh? Yeah. But that would have been nicer to just close that off and not be able to see the inner workings that are behind. And that's kind of what I was doing with this. I was going to eventually set that up to where I just close that off. It's full of chickens and we never go in it again type of thing. Or just put a door that you can't see through on there. And then just leave those inner workings the same as we did here. Just leave these. I shouldn't have put these here. I should have put them in this wall. So we'll take the things that we didn't like in this world and try to make it better for the next one. That's my goal, to improve and do a better job, to care more, to go a little more in depth with that one, do a few more episodes of it than we did on this one, and then do the same thing again when we go all the way to the third one. StoneBlock 3 with Create. Alright guys, well I appreciate you stopping by, I appreciate you watching, and it's good to chime in here just to say goodbye to the world, see what we got. I did turn this, that's one thing I added to the other video, that you couldn't hear me talking. Again, that's the second time I've done that. We'll stop doing that by the fifth season. But we've got it running. Okay, that's good though. The 168,000 RF a tick seems to be going down now for some reason. Oh, maybe it's full on the... No, it shouldn't be full. I took all those out and threw them all over the ground. There's only 18 in there. Knock it off. Should be fine though. Okay, yeah, it's kind of hanging around there. So 168,000 RF a tick and only 0.773 to 0.771. Well, it hit a 4. But yeah, 168,000 RF a tick, which is clearly more than these. So I mean that ended up being really efficient, not horribly efficient. I can still crank that up and get 1.5 million if I needed a huge amount. Maybe the next world we'll do a section for the draconic ball and put filter some juice in there. I'm not going to do a giant reactor like this in the, well, actually, yeah, we might do a second one of these, do one for that one, but I think I want to set it up different. Instead of doing one max size, I'd like to do either 2 per side, do one here, one here, one here, one here type of a thing. Maybe we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then just do smaller ones that would basically be the equivalent of that, and see if we can get each one to do 100K and still only be like 0.2 to 0.5 on the millibuckets per tick. That way it just goes and goes, and then we can get more power out of it. But I can also shut these 2 off, or these 3 off, or these 4 off, because I don't need that many at the moment. And then we can manipulate more instead of just having to come over here and shut the whole thing off. Beep. And then just be using these, because these are more than anything I'd need. But I'd like to be able to set one up that just powers everything, and then the other ones can just put power right into the ball until we've got a couple of 100 billion in there or something in joules RF. And then we can set it up to where they all go into the big old power ball, the lottery ball. But thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time, your patience, and your understanding as we kind of limp through this and get back into the recording. I think the next video I'll start it probably tonight after work, and then record some of it and maybe add a little bit more and stuff like that in the morning, and then I can post it. Or I'll just get it downloaded and get it ready and then start it all off in the morning. But I want to start it tonight, that way I have more time to work the video over and stuff in the morning before I upload. But we'll see how tired I am after work. They try to work me to death. Alright guys, appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next world. Bam! I'm out.